Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another recap of Tyler Perry's Zatima season 4 episode 8 Family Affair. Oh, and I also forgot to tell y'all that Nathan decided to work out things with Lori, and he went over to Belinda's house to give her back stuff he stole out her house because he said he was sleeping in his car. And he was like, "You really don't." She was like, "You don't love her. You told me you don't love her." He was like, Nah, I'm good." And she was just like, "All right, cool." He was like, "But I thought you loved me." He was like, "Nah, I'm good." He ended up leaving her out her door, slamming the door. Was like, "Nah, I'm good." And then she was like, "Yeah, yeah." She started going through this. She was like, "I was like, that nigga cried." She was like, "Nah, you can't let this nigga break me." So, yeah, she realized that she in love with him, and that's when Fatima called her to do her hair. So now it's Zach, he went to meet the boys at the gym. So he started doing these bench presses. He did 10 of them, and Nathan just kept touching him and then counting like the 10 in this weird voice. And then you got Tony just like, what the heck is up with this dude? So after that, Nathan, he's like super hyped. Come to find out, he done took 6 testosterone pills, and he read it wrong. It was like take six every 2 hours or something like that. And it was like, let me see. And it was take two every 24 hours. The dude is on 1,000. So next thing you know, um, two police officers come in and they was like, "We're looking for Zachary Taylor," and they all looking like. And then you got Nathan like, I know you're here, Zachary Taylor. Come to find out, they happen to be strippers. So they basically handcuffed him, well, arrested him on the bench. And then you got Tony recording. And then you got Zach saying, "Fatima, I have nothing to do about this. What the heck is this?" It was crazy. I thought it was about to be about some Jeremiah situation. It was just like, no, what the heck? So after that, he realized there was strippers. He was like, I'm gonna need for y'all to back up. My pregnant wife is she's she carries and she's hormonal, so she going all y'all over here. And it was like they call him Zaddy, and it was like Fatima told y'all not to call me that anymore. Zaddy Zach is no longer there. And then you got Nathan talking about, oh my gosh, she controls you. He was like, first of all, she don't control me. She don't do my every step of move. But it's just like have some decency. Like, come on now. So after that, the two girls still trying to chime in about the whole situation. Talk about y'all some grown men, pathetic. Talk about how y'all gonna miss hanging out with him. Like he's a dad. He's not dead. Like what the heck? So after that whole situation went down, um, they started hearing sirens, and they was like having strippers in a public place illegal. They was like, yes, so everybody got this stuff and ran out of the building. Meanwhile, Fatima, she goes to meet up with Sage and go over her documents. They talk about the venue. She also told her about how she used to sing. So Sage was like, "So you this she Sage was like, "So you went to this university, you graduated from the sorority, and you decided to do all this stuff." And she was like, "Yeah, but not exactly. Like singing is her dream, but not like there. But who Sage was also like a dream to first. She's like, but honestly, not for nothing. Had my mom not been a singer, I probably would have been down the same path. And it's crazy that my own father basically owns me, and that's why we're here now." So she was like, "So let's get to the boring work." She was like, "Well, maybe we should peruse the important paperwork." So they started going over the documents and stuff like that. They also took pictures of the venue so that she can let her sound manager know that they got everything, so they could double check and everything, stuff like that. By this time, um, uh, Fatima, she was at work, and Angela came back in to like help her. She was like, are you going to lunch? She was like, I just came in. I know I kind of backtracked a little bit, whatever. So anyway, this is before she met with Sage. So Fatima didn't get a chance to have lunch because she basically been working. And Angela said she was gonna help cover some things for her, but Fatima also snapped at Angela. She was like, "Who the heck are you talking to? Like, why the heck you tripping? People are just here to help you, show you that love and support. Like, I would love for somebody to bend over backwards for me." She was just like, well, what about Bryce? Ain't nobody thinking about Bryce. Like, she not even thinking about Bryce. Why y'all keep bringing this dude's name up? Then she was like, oh, Sean. She was like, that's a baby step. Let's at least go on our first date first. So it's just like, okay. Basically, Fatima decides she apologized and she kind of like apologized for overstepping a little bit, taking it a little bit too far. She was like, yeah, I probably need to apologize to Zach because I cursed him out this morning, yesterday morning, the day, the morning before that, and it was just like, okay, I help you, I got you. So she's gonna help her get her maternity stuff going on. She got her bringing her sandwich and stuff home. So by this time, Angela's at her house steaming her dress, and I didn't even know Zach was home, but yeah. Fatima comes in with her hair tied up, and then she was like, "I thought Belinda was gonna be here," and it was just like, "She's gonna be here in a minute. It's traffic." So next, thing you know, a minute later, Belinda comes in, and she's like, "I'm here, super stylist to the rescue." And then she helped ease Fatima into the chair, and they started talking. Next, Fatima switched up, and she was like something about exactly what she said. Listen, God, she was so defensive, and then basically Belinda had to fix and help to re reassure Fatima that Zach don't want her and all this other stuff. So she saw all this great stuff. She was just like, cool. Next, you see Zach done changed out to his outfit, and he has a big bear. And she was like, Fatima was like, me and Belinda, we was just about to make up. So they hugged it out, and then Angela hugged it out. And then Zach tried to get on the hug, and then Fatima was like, get your over me. And he's like, all right, cool. He put the bear down on the table and went back to Zach. Let me know when y'all done. By this time, everybody looked so cute. But Belinda did a great job on her hair because supposedly her hair stunk, so she had to get a wash and set, retouch it all up and stuff like that. You already know, Leslie already saw that because she got the cameras everywhere in the house. But by this time, Zach and Fatima they took their pictures, and then she invited them into it. Also, I forgot that he made Nathan and Tony the Godfathers, which he shouldn't have done. Shouldn't have done it. I can see Tony, but come on now. Nate, no, let it go. So by this time, the show is finished. They're sitting down talking about how they did a great job. Then you got the boys talking, and it was just like Nathan said, he got Lori coming over to the house, and like, why? But also, he was like, why is Belinda here? And Zach was like, her and Fatima made up. She was like, but why is Belinda here now? Because she did her hair for the photo shoot. And then Melinda also asked me, am I going to do your hair for the baby shop? She's like, cool. Yep, so that's good. They got their fresh shit back in order. Yes, because they was killing it. I remember the season one, that first episode, they was like this. Now they like this. They kind of like this. They're going to slowly get back to there. And I'm just like, yes. So come to find out, Lori shows up. And everybody's just like, hey, Lori. Lori said that Fatima looked beautiful, whatever the case may be. Belinda, she basically was like, so Nathan, this your wife? And then he was like, and then she was like, what? Yeah, see, Nate, why you didn't tell her? And he was like, he ain't gonna tell you, boy, I'm gonna tell you. And then she was like, well, while y'all was going through your little separation thingy, Nathan, he's been on my couch and in my bed. And Lori went back to her old Lori real quick. But, whew, but Zach and them was there to help break it up. And Belinda was like, what B, what B? And it's just like, now for nothing, they had to break it up. Connie, she's home. I thought they was actually going to show Michael, but no. Connie, she's home. The first time they actually showed the inside of her apartment, she's laying down on the couch trying to take a nap, and then you got her kids in the background playing, and then she hears a knock on the door. She told them to stop playing, running around, and to sit down and read a book. The knocks was coming for like 2 minutes, and By this time, she was like, I'm coming, hold on. So she opens the door, and the girl was like, Hi, I'm Melissa James. I'm from Child Protective Services. I wonder who called on her because don't nobody know her situation. So who called? So she was like, Can I come in? She was like, You already walked in. I already opened the door. Like, yeah, I can't. I don't know. I wonder who called on Connie because don't nobody know. I wanted to do Tony know. I think it's just her and Tony that actually knows what's actually Tony is the only one I think that knows what's really going on with her. So I'm saying who called on her Child Protective Services, or did some people at the hospital call because they know she got kids and she might need that support. I don't know. Mind boggling. But yeah, so with this, I hope you guys enjoyed this recap, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.